What's up, everybody? All right, this is take 22. Take 22. Okay. I'm really excited to actually show this haul. I had a lot of fun grabbing these books. Now, first off, the first 25 comics that you'll see, I paid $70 total for. One of my local stores, they got in this collection of 25 long boxes or the equivalent thereof. And of course, the store owner who bought the collection, he, kind of skimmed through things and grabbed the books that caught his eye. I believe he sold some, put some up on his wall. You know what? I really wasn't that interested in those anyway. So, but he also allowed me to just kind of come behind him and dig a little bit deeper into those comic book long boxes. And it took me 3 hours. It took me 3 hours to look through all those books. Again, had a really good time just kind of searching through comics. Haven't been able to do something like that in a very long time, so I had a lot of fun. And let's get into it. Let's get into it. Here's the first book that, the book that I'm the happiest with, or the best thing that I think that I bought out of here, is Batman number 657, first appearance of Cassandra Cain. Now I'm noticing like how like these pouches on the cover, they're kind of flapping up and down. Now, it's a cool visual, but I don't think those pouches should be doing that. It feels distracting. You know what I mean? To have them just kind of flap, 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 have them go plap, 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 like that. Nah, that doesn't seem comfortable. Okay, but anyway, it was just something I noticed. I don't know what to say. First appearance of Cassandra Cain. The book is pretty sharp. Now, the thing about quite a few of these books is that they look like they were in a leaky basement. Because when I was looking through them, I could just smell. There was that basement mildewy smell going on. So some of them aren't in super perfect condition. Some of them were in bags. Some of them weren't. This is one that was in a bag, and the corners are sharp. I would say this book is probably very fine plus plus. There is like a spine tick there that breaks color, but overall, I don't know. Let's move on. Let's stay on the Cassandra Cain train, and I'll show Batman Legends of the Dark Knight number 120. Got that. Yeah. All right. Okay. Next up is probably, to me, this is the second best book. Arguably the second best book out of there is Batman number 612. Great classic cover. This is the second print variant. I love like just raw pencils, especially raw Jim Lee pencils like this. This is just the coolest thing in the world to me. Student of the art game. This is just fascinates me. I remember back when this first came out, I think I was maybe 6 months late to the party on buying this, and I paid $24 for a copy, and this was back in what, 2012, 2013. No shit, no, what am I talking about? This is 2002. Holy cow, this was a long time ago, and this is 2002, 2003. So back then this book was expensive. I think this book is just kind of floated at around 24, 25, maybe $30. It's just kind of stayed consistently at that price. And I don't know, for some reason this book should be worth way more, but hey, I'm not complaining. I'm just glad to have another copy. So yeah, gotcha. This is a modern classic cover. Love this cover so much. Love it. All right, next up is I'm glad to have another copy of this. This is Batman number 655. First appearance of Damian Wayne. Now, the thing about this copy is that, like I said, this was in a leaky basement, a lot of moisture. You could smell the moisture in those boxes, or the effects of the moisture in those boxes, and I'm noticing that there's a little bit of staple rust on this copy. But I mean, overall, it's still a pretty sharp copy, but there is staple rust on it. Not a deal breaker for me. I couldn't care less. This is a nice decent copy. All right. Next up is Detective Comics number 583, first appearance of the Ventriloquist and Scarface. Yeah, nice. Damn, this is a really nice. That's pretty sharp. I noticed like a couple of spine ticks, but hey, I'm not gonna complain. Here we go with Batman: Sword of AZRAEL, Book 1. It appears that AZRAEL is part of the Justice League now, so, or some offshoot of the Justice League. I don't know. This book should be worth way more than it is, or maybe they just produced just so many copies of this that it's just almost impossible for it to be worth anything. But you know what? I found one, and I don't know. Okay, so I averaged. So what? $70 divided by 25 is about what? A little under $3. What? $2.80. Okay, all right. I can live with that. So $2.80 for a copy of Batman: Sword of AZRAEL. I remember 10 years ago, I remember spending like $7 on a copy. I'm like, why did I do that? Okay, we have Batgirl, number 12, art germ cover. No, not that Batgirl, number 12, art germ cover. It's this Batgirl, number 12, art germ cover. This is the New 52 featuring Batwoman as well. Very cool looking cover. I remember this. For some reason, at the time when I was looking for this book was so hard to find. And then after I found it, it was just like then the floodgates kind of opened. That's how it is with a lot of with a lot of copies of comics that you're looking for. Like once you find it, and then it just becomes like way easier to find. It's like breaking the seal. All right, next up in the lot is, so we move from Batman to Maiden Spider-Man, and this is Amazing Spider-Man number 344. Now this is the first appearance of Cletus Cassidy, and it's a nice newsstand copy as well. Another newsstand Amazing Spider-Man is number 400. Yes, got me a copy of Maiden Spider-Man 400. All right, newsstand copy. What does this book go for? Like the last time I checked on eBay, it was going around like what, $20 or something like that. Okay, all right, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Amazing Spidey number 410. We have a combination of Spider-Man infected by Carnage. All right, it's all good. Some more Maiden Spider-Man. So volume 2, number 19, Venom cover. Yeah. Okay, next up, some more Spider-Man. Now, the reason why I picked this one up, so this is Spider-Man number 13, Todd McFarlane cover. And the reason why I bought this is because it's a newsstand copy. So, yeah, got it. Get it. Because I remember I was at this sale almost a month ago, and there was like quite a few copies of Spider-Man 13 there. I was about to buy them, but I'm just like, because none of them were like a newsstand copy, and it would have been cool to have found one there. So I found one here. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, now the reason why I bought this one, can anyone guess why? It's just a cool kind of Star Wars homage cover, so I figured I'd buy it. Like, that's literally the only reason why I bought this. So this is Spidey Super Stories number 31. I didn't even know about this cover. Like, if I had known about this earlier, I think I would have bought it. But it's just a cool, Spidey is Luke Skywalker cover. Okay, now here's a book I have been searching for high and low. This book has totally eluded me for quite some time. Very happy to pick this up finally. This is Punisher number 31, first appearance of Barracuda. Yeah, like I swear, I've been searching for this book for maybe 6 months now, and every store that has Punisher Max, it'll jump from 30 to 32. And this book isn't that expensive. Like I was searching eBay for it, and like it goes for around cover price, but it's just hard to find out in the wild. And I didn't want to. I don't know. I just didn't want to buy it off of eBay. I kind of wanted to search and get it. Just find it out in the wild. I just wanted to find it that way. So yeah, gotcha. Okay, now here's a book that has severe water. I don't want to say severe water damage, but I know. So this is a Deadpool number 54 featuring the Punisher, and you really can't tell. Yeah, okay, so you can probably tell from here. You notice that there's like a lot of waviness. It looks like it could be pressed out, because it doesn't, there's no discoloration. So yeah, that can be pressed out. That's not a big deal. So yeah, all right. Not a big deal. So Deadpool number 54 featuring the Punisher. X-Men Second Coming, number 1. This is the second print variant. I remember for a time this book was going for like $20 or something like that, and I was finding quite a few copies of it. I don't know. It could always get back up to that price, but I think it's kind of dropped down to cover price. But again, like I said, it could always go back up. But it was interesting enough to buy. What is this? Okay, so we have Daredevil number 508. This is a second print variant. I remember this book was hard to find for quite some time. And also, what is this? We have Daredevil number 509. This is another second print variant cover. This is a cover swipe to a previous Daredevil from the Bronze Age, right? Oh yeah. No. It's like a in the previous cover it was Daredevil clutching the headstone of Elektra's grave. Okay, yeah, that's what I remember. Okay, yeah, just another interesting. I remember this book was hard to find too, for a while. So I don't know what this book goes for. Oh man, here's another book that I'm really, really, really excited to have a copy of again. Silver Surfer number 44. I remember at the end of the year, or at the beginning of this year, I had sold off all of my copies of number 44. So I'm glad to get a copy back. So yeah, and it's a newsstand. Sweet. Average $2.80. All right. Next up is the Mighty Thor. The Mighty Thor number 411, first appearance of the New Warrior. Well, first cameo appearance of the New Warriors, and I think the flaw on this is that there's a slight tear near where the staple is. So, but hey, I wasn't gonna pass it up. And also I found Thor number 412, first full appearance of the New Warriors. That's cool to have that set. This is a book that I will never pass up if the price is right. Thor God of Thunder number 2. I forget. First Bill the Butcher or some. I don't know. I forget. Freaking forget. I forget. But it's there. All right. Superman Annual number 11. Again, another newsstand copy. All right, that's cool. Right. Please tell me it's cool. First appearance of the Black Mercy, the classic Superman story. And what is this? We have Action Comics 894, first appearance of Death in the regular DC universe. And last but not least, Captain America number 34, the director's cut. I really love this cover. I don't think I ever had this. And I can't seem to find my regular copies of Captain America number 34. I hope I didn't sell them. But I probably did, because I was on like a selling tear throughout 2017. So, but glad to have that. So there is my $70 haul. Yes. All right, now we're gonna get into. I went to a convention last weekend, and it was kind of disappointing. It turned out being a bust. I went to a convention the day before, and it was a bust, and I went to this one, it was a bust. So I had like a couple of days off this week, and I took a road trip. So went road tripping, and I'll show you what I bought. First thing up is Strange Tales number 180. Strange Tales number 180. I paid $38 for this. Paid $38. When it comes to Strange Tales 180, I think I've had maybe like 4 copies at one time, and I sold most of them off to where I was just down to 1 copy, and I'm like, oh shit, I kind of want another copy. I shouldn't have sold most of them off to where I was only down to 1. So I kind of wanted to get a copy back. So there we go. Got it back for $38. And I was buying them at the time for like $5 a pop. This was back in 2012. So I'm just like, oh man. I really didn't want to pay that, but I figured this is a decent enough price, especially for like this is probably a fine copy. So I'm like, all right, I'll buy another one. Shit. Okay. Went to the same. So at this same store, there was a 3 for $20 box, and I just so happened to pick up all Fantastic Four. So here we go with Fantastic Four number 51. It's probably in good condition, but classic cover. Fantastic Four number 73, featuring Spidey, Thor, and Daredevil. I love this cover so much. But I would say the main flaw on this is that there's like a spot right there, but who cares? It was what, 3 for $20. And Fantastic Four number 129. Fantastic Four number 129. First appearance of Thundra. Yes, I don't know what it is about this comic, but I cannot pass it up if the price is right. I don't know what it is, but I just love this comic. So yeah, here we go. All right, next up, went to another store on my road trip, and this might be the best book of the entire haul. Very happy about this one. This is Batman number 171, first appearance of the Silver Age Riddler. I would say this book, it has to be in fine condition. Let's get up close and personal. Definitely not perfect, but you know what? It's solid enough. It is very much solid. Check this out. Yeah. I would say the main flaw here is that you can see there's a ring around. There's the coffee mug ring right there. That might be the biggest flaw there, but other than that, it's a really nice, solid copy. I paid $180 for this, and this book is probably, again, like I said, in fine condition. The back can probably stand to be cleaned up, but again, paid $180 for this. I'm very happy. This is a book that I never had. So very happy about that. And like the thing about a lot of keys that I've been buying lately, they were books that I already had. You know what I'm saying? So this is definitely something that I had never had before. So very happy about that. Like I said, very happy, very happy. At the same store, bought Conan number 24. This was $30. I was not gonna pass up a $30 copy of Conan 24, and it's in very fine condition. I would be comfortable saying that this is at least an 8. At least an 8. I know the back is pretty clean. So, yeah. 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 All right. Went to another store. I actually picked up more books from this store, but they're not really worth showing. But the most noteworthy one was Spectacular Spider-Man number 90. For $10. At the time, I thought that was a good price, but you'll see coming up that I got one cheaper. But anyway, Spectacular Spider-Man number 90. This is the first appearance of the black suit. First appearance of the black suit. Again, okay, all right, okay, whatever. Pay $10 for it. Oh man. Here we go. We got some major spec. God, I hate that word, spec. Major speculation going on here with these next few books. Let's start with Dark Skinned Avengers number 1. I believe this is a 1 in 20 variant. This is a Jurjevic. Is that how you pronounce his name? Jurjevic variant. So Dark Skinned Avengers number 1, Jurjevic variant. Yeah, okay. Now, I picked this up for, I believe this was $4. I got this for $4. Can you believe that? And what did I want to say about this? At the time, I think this book is going for at least $50 right now. Oh, yeah. This is like my third copy that I found. I remember a couple of videos ago, I showed off a copy that I bought for $5. And at that time, this book wasn't going for anything. And I'm just like, why did I buy it? Because I already had a copy, so this is my third copy. And I'm just thinking to myself, why did I buy this again? And I'm really, really, really glad that I did. So I have 3 copies of this now. And like I said, there's speculation going on with this. And the speculation going on with this is that a script for Dark Skinned Avengers has been ordered. That's about it. But that was enough to drive this book into $50 range. So, all right. Hey, I'm not going to complain about it. So, definitely not going to complain. And I found this for $4. Got you for $4. And here's another really cool dark-skinned Avengers variant. This is number 2, featuring Miss Marvel. Now, this is not the Carol Danvers Miss Marvel. This is another character. The thing about the dark-skinned Avengers is that they're different. That they're heroes, but they're actually villains in like the hero roles. And so that's not really Hawkeye. That's not Clint Barton. That's not Peter Parker. That's not Tony Stark. This isn't Tony Stark, but they're villains posed as heroes. And but this is a really, really cool cover. I didn't even know this thing existed until I saw it. And I'm just like, you know what? And this thing was only $2. This thing only cost me $2. So I'm like, oh shit. And at the time, and right now, this book is going for at least $30. And even if things with the Dark Skinned Avengers movie falls through and nothing materializes, I think this is definitely a cool enough cover, a cool enough representation of Miss Marvel for this not to go back into obscurity. You know what I'm saying? This is a very, very awesome looking cover. Awesome, iconic looking image. So, yeah, it's enough for it not to go back to obscurity, even if Dark-Skinned Avengers plans falls through. So yeah, got this for $2. Awesome, awesome. All right, next is some more Dark-Skinned Avengers. Number one, this blank sketch variant. I don't know. It's weird because this book is going for at least $9. I paid $4 for it. And some more Dark-Skinned Avengers. This was $1, and this is the previews, like free previews or whatever. That was $1, so I figured I'd buy it. Okay, now this next store that I went to, oh my God, this was awesome. I didn't find much, but I did find a copy of All New Wolverine #2, first appearance of Honey Badger. First appearance of Honey Badger, of course. And I paid $5 for this. This thing had been, I don't know how anybody passed this book up, but it was there, and I got this for $5. Yes! Yeah! Yeah! And at the same store, another $5 book, Spectacular Spider-Man #90, and this one is a newsstand copy. $5. $5. All right. So I have I've got one that I bought for 10, and I have one that I bought for 5. Okay, next up, next store that I went to, found some modern books. So let's start with Hulk #1. We have Hulk #1. Paid $3. So I basically paid cover price for this. I figured, you know what? Why not? Let's get Red Hulk #1 for $3. Now, this book I am super, 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 super excited for. We have this is Superman Gen 13 #2. This is a J. Scott Campbell variant. I believe I've had this on my want list either for a year or 2 years. I can't remember. I just know I've had this thing on my want list for quite some time. This book is super, super hard to find. On eBay, this book typically goes for $30. But yeah, really awesome looking cover. Again, I've been searching for this book in the daylight with a flashlight with no success, and it only took a road trip for me to find it. So, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. And also, from this same store, I bought a copy of New Avengers #49. Now, this is the supposed first appearance of the Dark-Skinned Avengers. And what did I want to say about this? And it's the second print sketch variant. Paid $1 for it, so whatever. Ooh, so we have some more Dark-Skinned Avengers. We are not done with the Dark-Skinned Avengers. So, Dark-Skinned Avengers #1. Found this for $1. Found that for $1. Yeah. The speculation is heavy with this. Speculation is heavy. It's hot and heavy, baby. Okay, went to another store, didn't find much, but I did find Miss Marvel #9, first appearance of Deathbird. I paid $10 for it. Why not? And last but not least, the last store that I went to, sort of, kind of. Here's a book that I found for $2. And last but not least, I paid $20 total for all these. Detective Comics #373, the second appearance of Mr. Freeze, and the first time that Mr. Freeze is called Mr. Freeze. I would say this book is in VG condition. Captain Marvel at #50. I know this book is tough to find. First appearance of some character, I forget. Minerva. Dr. Minerva, I believe. Yeah, first appearance of Dr. Minerva. Whatever that means. And last but not least for this haul, we have Thanos Quest. Book 1 and Book 2, both of those are first appearances. So yes, that is my haul. I'm sticking to it. I've showed you everything everything. And now I am back to zero. So yeah, pray for me that I can find some more comics. But yeah, again, that's my haul. I'm sticking to it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. All right, bye.